Hey, I'm filming this super quick because I'm about to head out the door. My roommate and I are about to head out to start the first of what are many bookish activities I have lined up for this weekend. I'm very excited about a bunch of them. I need to update my book journal. I'm gonna go get a library card. I'm gonna do some book shopping and potentially make some bookish birthday presents in this video. I can't decide if they're actually going in this video or not quite yet because they're for my friend Maddie, who also has a booktube channel and does watch my videos. So Maddie, if you're watching, turn it off right now. Thank you. But yeah, we're about to head out and do a bunch of bookish activities and I just wanted to bring you guys along. I think we're going to go to the library first maybe, or maybe Barnes first. Not sure. I'm so excited because I haven't been to a Barnes in so long and I'm really excited to go somewhere that has a huge selection. So very excited. Can't wait to get started and I will see you in like 2 seconds. Okay. Between these. This is our book club book. Have to get that. New Allie Hazelwood, Love Rosie type trope. Which one? I think it depends on if you're in the mood for like silly, goofy, steamy, or like deep, heart-wrenching. Like, yeah. I've been eating up these books. Right. I want both. How much are they? One one's 19. I'm gonna do whichever one's shorter. I would do that. I feel like this will be a quicker read. Okay. I'm sad because this one's pretty, but RIP, I'll be getting that one later. Hi, I'm actually home now and I walked out with literally just a blank notebook, which I bought just because it was dotted and it was giving me the Pride and Prejudice field vibes from the Pride and Prejudice 2004 movie. And I want this to be my new writing notebook. So that's all I got at the huge Barnes & Noble at the Grove in LA. I went there specifically because I made a list a while back of the books that I was considering getting for Maddie for her birthday. And they didn't have the two main ones that I wanted to get. They didn't have them. Then I was getting stressed because the options they did have, I was like, I'm not excited about these. So I walked out empty-handed and then when I got home, I looked up the Barnes & Noble that's actually closer to me and requested to reserve the two books that I was strongly considering. And they had both of them. And they currently are holding them at the register for me. So I do have plans later tonight, but my two options for what I was gonna do with the next like 2 hours of my life, I was either going to read because I just started reading Six of Crows like last night or 2 nights ago. And I haven't gotten very far at all and I want to get farther in. So I was either going to read Six of Crows for like an hour or two. Now I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. The second Barnes & Noble of the day, mind you. I'm not gonna do any browsing this time. I'm literally just going to go to the register and pick up the books that I have placed on hold and we'll do a little haul situation. But I'm gonna bring you along with me. Okay, let's go. Books secured. First of all, we have None Shall Sleep by Leigh Bardugo. I've heard this compared to The Naturals a million times over. It's a young adult mystery thriller in which young individuals are recruited to the FBI to help interview and catch young serial killers. So basically Naturals, except they're young serial killers. And I know Maddie loves the Naturals series. I know this is not like as universal of like a loved duology as like the Naturals is a loved series. But I have heard really good things from some people whose opinions I really trust. So I think there's a chance that she'll enjoy this. Also, it's a duology. It's young adult. The font is huge, like quick and easy read. Love that. And then secondly, I got That's Not My Name by Megan Lawley, which is, first of all, sticker on it says it's Barnes & Noble's monthly pick, which I didn't know, and I'm kind of annoyed that it's a buy one get one 50 and I had no idea because I ordered it for pickup. That's great. I have heard really good things about this. This is an adult thriller, under 300 pages. The margins are big, and I have heard that this is like sit down and binge in one sitting vibes. So both of these are very fitting for something that Maddie and I will be doing when we are together next weekend. I don't know if she's gonna open these right away because who knows, maybe she'll save them for like reading blind dates with a book. Did I say I'm turning these into blind dates with a book? I'm turning these into blind dates with a book. So maybe she'll save them for like a reading vlog specifically for that. Or maybe she'll just put them on her TBR card. Who knows? Like, no pressure at all. I'm just like saying these are options that I feel like are good options. I did also order a third book from Amazon, and am I kind of regretting it right now? Yes, but it's already ordered and she's on her way. And you can never have too many books, even though her physical TBR is massive. Anyways, we have these two, and I will take you along with turning them into blind dates with a book later. But for now, I have to go home and get ready for my evening, so I probably won't talk to you anymore tonight, but I will definitely see you tomorrow for more book activities. So talk to you in just a second.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reached
Hey, I just got back from the park. My camera died before I had decided to actually start speaking, so that's my bad. But I read a little bit more of Six of Crows, which I had just started in the last couple of days, and I haven't had a chance to read very far at all. I'm now on page 30. I did only read 10 pages at the park. We were too busy eating and yapping, honestly, because of course. But now that I'm home, I have a couple of options for what to do with my night. I'm either going to update my reading journal because I printed out all the stuff to do my February reading wrap up and March spread. That's how far behind I am. The last thing I have in here is like a regular life spread from February. So I have to do my reading wrap up page and then my regular life spreads for March so that I can catch up. So I could do that, which I really should. Or I could start on the blind dates with a book for Maddie. I realized I said this is an adult thriller. It's not, it's young adult. So I've managed to get 3 young adult books because I also ordered this one on Amazon. It's called Second Chance Summer by Morgan Madsen. This was my favorite book for a good chunk of high school. Rips your heart out in very much the same fashion as The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. And both me and our friend Kat, Maddie's roommate, have read it and sobbed. So she had it on her TBR, so I was like, I'll just get it for her. Worst case, she never touches it, that's fine. But now I realize I have 3 young adult books that I'm giving her, which is fine. Like, it's fine. I just really wish this was an adult thriller. Because the thing is, if I do blind dates with a book, I'm gonna have 2 YA thrillers. It's fine. Y'all, it's fine. Anyways, so I could also wrap these, which I feel like is probably smart because my only other free night this week is Tuesday. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. I just realized also that my sunglasses are still on my head and it's dark outside. So anyways, I'm gonna change into some comfy clothes and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these. And I think tomorrow at work, I'm gonna be strategizing how to decorate them. But I am probably going to spend Tuesday night updating my reading journal, or maybe if I have time tonight, I'll get a little bit done as well. We will see. We will see. I'll keep you posted. Okay, let's go wrap these. Okay, how did I mess it up again? Next day, I wanted to show you my final blind dates with a book. I'm actually kind of obsessed with them, so I put on the side what each one is. Still annoyed with myself that I got 3 young adult and 2 young adult thrillers. Poor planning on my part, but it's fine. There's gift receipts in there, so it's fine. So first of all, young adult romance. How cute is she? Little flowers, the patterns behind. I'm not loving the way that these turned out. I, for some reason, had forgotten how to write. Like, my handwriting, it doesn't even look like my handwriting. So moving on from that, then we have the first young adult thriller, giving very much spooky. Honestly, I don't really know anything about really the specific vibes of either of these, so I just tried to make them like slightly different. This is giving hopefully more like kidnapping, tension, thriller, and this is giving serial killer. Hopefully, I don't know, but I'm happy with how these turned out, even though my book selection could have been better. And then I know you probably, I don't remember how much I showed of me updating my journal, but I know I showed some of it. I'm learning with like journaling, I'm trying to force myself to be okay with not being obsessed with everything that I do in here because I'm a perfectionist in my day-to-day life. Like I used to say a recovered perfectionist. It's come back in full force, especially as I've started like writing, journaling, doing things that I'm like newer to in the sense of like dedicating time to it. Like I haven't crafted, like spent time crafting in years. So this is like, I'm new to it. I haven't spent time writing in years, so I'm new to it. So I'm kind of like tearing myself to shreds sometimes. With this, I'm like, you need to let it go. This is just for you. Like, yes, I'm showing it to you guys, but at the end of the day, this is my journal. Who cares if it's not like the cutest thing that's ever been seen? Like me, but I'm trying not to, you know? This is my February spread. She's okay. I kind of like the black, red, and pink vibe we have going on. I just like, you know, the colors of the actual books I read maybe don't like 100% match, but I did the star ratings that I gave each book that I read, and then I put my stats at the top, 24 and 2024, with all the books that I've read up to this point. And I started doing March because I have all the stuff printed out to do my next book club spread because I have been doing spreads for each book, and honestly, my book club, we're not being super consistent, so I only have 4 books, I think, right? Yeah, 4 books to make spreads for. So I have 2 done, and I need to do 1 for bride. So I have all this stuff printed out. However, March was a big month picture-wise because it was my birthday month, and I had a bunch of friends visit from out of town. We did a lot of birthday activities, and there's a lot of pictures from that. And this also serves as like my scrapbook. So all I managed to do last night was I made like the first spread of March, like with just like a couple of regular life things that didn't include birthday activities specifically. And then I have to do like 3 different pages in order to get all the pictures that I printed out in my journal. And then I also want to put my birthday cards that I got in here because I just like collect them, but I never see them. So I would rather put them somewhere where I can like go back and revisit them easily. So I want to put them in here. So I don't know how many pages to leave before doing my March book spread and then doing a spread for bride, which is kind of what I wanted to get to last night, but I didn't end up having the time nor the tape. I ran out of tape. I will have to go back and finish that. I'll just do another one of these, and hopefully, like the fact that I'm on March, so I still have to do April and May. And we're in June, so I'll have to do June very soon. But I am happy with how the March spread turned out. I think it's cute. Even if it's a bit overwhelmingly colorful, I think it's cute. I'll just have to circle back on doing the rest of the book related spreads. I'm glad that I at least got a little bit more caught up than I was because I was getting a little bit overwhelmed. So there's that. Also, I wanted to mention, I had said in my very first clip that Matt and I were gonna get library cards. We got to the library and realized she didn't have her ID, and I didn't want to make her just like wait there while I filled out paperwork. So we were like, let's just come back. And I was gonna do it on my way home from work yesterday, just like go turn in the paperwork. I forgot. And then today is Juneteenth actually, so the library is closed. The library is closed and I'm going out of town tomorrow, so getting my library card is gonna have to wait, which is fine. I know I can just do a digital card online, but the whole point of me getting the card is because I want to go in person, and I also want a physical library card, assuming that I'm gonna get one. I'm like not 100% sure, but I think I will. I digress. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to do that probably next weekend when I'm back in town. That's the update on that. But 6 of Crows. I've been reading it. I did get a copy of it on my Kindle. Can't remember if I already said that or not. And that is what I stayed up last night until about 1:30 reading it on. I'm on page 194 on the Kindle version, so I'm 33% of the way through. I'm in it, y'all. At first, I was struggling a little bit, which actually I got a few clips of me reading at the beginning, so I'm gonna insert those here and I'll be right back. Finally on page 40, feeling a little bit less lost and a little bit more invested, but it's like, it's crazy because I still don't have like any information to give you because we were really like thrown straight into action, and I have little to no context still at this point. I'm getting inklings of like, I can see myself being very invested in this, so we love that. So bad at keeping track of like names and stuff when I'm in the world building process. I am so in awe of people that just like retain everything and like really understand the world right off the bat, because I'm on page 49 now and I'm still kind of like, I'm following the plot obviously, but like, which I'm not supposed to understand this completely, obviously this is so early on, but like there's clearly like multiple countries, I guess, or I don't even know, multiple governments, I guess, that are in conflict with one another, but I obviously don't have an understanding of the larger world, so it's hard to keep track of things like that when you're just like introduced to it and you're gonna get context later, obviously. But I will say I am really impressed so far at how she's just weaving things together in context where it's easy to just kind of like make leaps and understand what means what and then like get the context later. I'm really impressed with her world building so far, but don't worry, I'm already thoroughly hooked. Page 49. Like I just still don't really have a sense of any of the characters yet. Everybody's sort of just floating around in my head, but like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be eating this up. Like it's making me feel like the way I feel like usually early on in like a Cassandra Clare book. And I love Cassandra Clare books, so very, very promising. I've never read anything in the Grishaverse before, and I've never read anything by Leigh Bardugo before. I'm actually so impressed because there was almost no exposition. And I actually so appreciate that. It was all just dropped in. You don't know what's going on. You use context clues to sort of figure out who's who, what's what, that kind of thing. And then retroactively, someone will be doing something that explains the context. Or there's just like a couple sentences. It's very impressive. She is building this entire world that is so elaborate and so unlike anything I've read before. And I have like a pretty good idea of everything 33% of the way through. Like obviously you would hope 33% of the way through that you do, but I do. I'm really liking it. Like I'm really in it. The plot is moving, the stakes are high. The thing that it says on the front is 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. If you don't know anything about Six of Crows, I didn't know anything, so I couldn't explain to you anything up to this point. Now I know what's going on. Basically, we are following Kaz Inej, I think is how you would say her name, maybe Inej, not sure. And then a handful of other, I guess 4 other individuals that have been given this task where they need to go and retrieve a person from this place called the Ice Court that is known to be completely impenetrable. No one that tries to break in ever gets in, and if they do, they never get out. For a lot of money, like a huge reward, and then also each one of them is kind of getting something else out of it a little bit. Like everybody obviously has like personal stakes in one way or another in terms of like what's going on. And our main characters, like our main characters are Kaz and Inej. But what I'm really impressed about with this is it's all in third person, very similar to Shadowhunter's world, where it's all in third person and each chapter is from a different person's point of view technically, but it's still in third person so you can see what's going on, but it's like technically from their perspective. We're getting a chance to like get to know each character on an individual level in that sense. Like we're spending time in each of their heads, and so already like the groundwork is laid for me to be emotionally invested in 3 of them. The other 3, I'm like not sure how I feel about them or like what is quite going on with them. Like I know, but I'm like not quite invested. But our main 3 has Inej and Nina invested. Love that. I'm just so impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm already feeling like the feelings of like, this continues to go the way it's going. I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love this. So feeling really good. Where I'm at, they just set off, like start their journey to the Ice Court to do the breaking in. So yeah, we're still early stages. This is the first time actually in a really long time that I looked up character art, because I was having a little bit of trouble picturing the main character Kaz, because the way he was described, first of all, they're all teenagers because this is young adult. The way he was described, I was picturing like a weird decrepit man, and I was like, okay, because he's described as having like a gravelly voice. He has like a bum leg from some kind of injury that happened, so he walks with a cane. He wears like tailored clothing. Basically, I was picturing a weird old man, and I was like, I need to know what this man looks like. So I looked up character art for Kaz, Inej, and Nina. The other 3 I haven't looked up yet because again, I'm not super invested in them. Also, I don't want to tell you who the other 3 are because the whole beginning is like setting up who the team's gonna be. Long story short, if you can't tell, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And if I didn't have other things to do today, I would probably just be sitting and reading it for a long time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So, okay, I'll talk to you later.
Let me see.
She's
Oh,
most
God.
important.
Hi guys, I'm in Houston now. I'm here with my friends Kat and Maddie. We're having a little bookish weekend and I wanted to update you on Six of Crows because I read a lot on the plane. I'm 68% of the way through, still really enjoying it. I'm confused because I didn't think it was this long of a book and I'm like, how is there still more going on? But I'm still really enjoying it. I'm gonna try and finish it today or tomorrow. We'll see. But the girls wanted to give you updates on the books that they're reading.
Oh, you go first. I don't have an update.
Oh,
If I can go first,
did you fall
want me
asleep?
to. I don't have much to say. Okay, I'll go first. I literally just started First Eye Wins and I'm 12 pages in. I'm intrigued, but that's all I have to say. I fell asleep, yes, but I'm liking it. That's all I've got. Kat, your turn.
Kat's having stage fright.
You're gonna have to get over it.
We're gonna be doing a lot of this tomorrow.
Really?
I guess you don't have to update the camera.
I
if you
think
don't
the people
want
are
to.
gonna want to hear your thoughts.
We're gonna want to know. She's
They
almost done
loved
with.
you in the videos that we've had with you.
She's reading "This Summer Will Be Different" by Carly Fortune, and she's almost done. Yes, that's the one. And she's almost done. So, yeah. And she
so
just
big.
said that she's really liking it, but she's almost done, and it feels like the story's kind of wrapped up, but there's still like a decent amount of pages left. How many? Like 50? Doesn't know how they're gonna wrap it up, and I'll probably be stealing that from her and reading it later this weekend. So. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to reading Six of Crows. Just wanted to say hi because I feel like I left off. I was only 30% through, and I wanted to give at least a little bit more of an update. I don't know if I'm gonna have any more things to say in this video, but we'll see. So, okay, talk to you later.